Hi, it's Maya here, and I'm filming this from a hotel room. I have traveled a few hours away from my hometown to go to the theaters to see a play adaptation of The Lord of the Rings. So it's supposed to be the whole Lord of the Rings in like 4 hours with 2 intermissions. So I'm excited to see how they managed to do that. From here, I'm gonna go straight to visit some family. So I brought a couple of books with me, just staying one night here in the hotel. I brought Elizabeth Hand's Waking the Moon, which you have seen on my channel before. I am not that far into it. I renewed this once, even though it's an interlibrary loan, but they let me renew it once. So it's due like on the first days of January. So I hope I can get a good chunk of this read. I'm right at the beginning. A good chunk of this read from now to Thursday when I'm out of town or when I'm traveling. So I did also bring my Kindle, because you can't bring just one book. And then, of course, on my tablet, I do have Comixology comics, so I have those as well. But now I have about 2.5 hours before the play starts, so I'm gonna go try to find something to eat, and then gonna go see the play. So it's the next day, it's 11 a.m. I'm just about to leave the hotel. I have about 4 hours until my bus leaves to visit home. And I did like the play that I saw last night. It didn't go all according to plan because I went to eat and then I got a horrible stomachache. So that wasn't fun. But happily it was over like during the second act. The first act I was still having a bit of stomachache, so the play was still good. I really enjoyed the first and the second acts. Like the props and the sets were amazing. They were really good. I really like the actors of Boromir and Aragorn. There really wasn't much to do for women in this play because they didn't change the genders of any of the characters to be women, so it was mostly just guys. But Boromir was really great, I liked him. So the first act ended with the forming of the Fellowship, and the second act ended with the Ents deciding to go to Isengard. And the Ents were these really huge puppets that had a puppeteer at the back, dressed all in black, so you couldn't see them moving the arms and whatnot. So Treebeard had moving arms, moving eyes, and this sort of, I don't know what it's called in English, the grey thing that hangs from trees. Well, that was sort of his beard and in front of his mouth, so that when he spoke, that moved and it seemed like he was speaking. Yeah, the sets were really great. They were changing them all the time. There were so many moving parts, so many different sets, and that was like the main reason that I went to see it, because I wanted to see how they had done this fantasy world. I also really liked Galadriel. I liked her. I didn't like Gandalf though. So the reason why I stayed at the hotel for a night is because it was a really long play, so it ended at 10 p.m. and I couldn't get a train either to home or to visit family or a bus until like really late. So the last bus left at 10 when the play ended. And then the next bus would have left at 1 a.m. And I wasn't feeling that, so I decided to stay in a hotel for the night. I am currently on vacation, in case you didn't know, so I'm on vacation for 2 weeks. I already had 1 week, and now on the second week I'm traveling a bit. And I did read one chapter, or until the end of one chapter from Waking the Moon, and I was really feeling like more into it when I started it quite a while ago when I got it and read a little of it, and now I just completed the chapter that I had been in the middle of, and I really enjoyed it. That was something that had been missing before. I didn't really feel like I was in the book, but now I was really into it. I think I have to go back a bit and see the character introductions again so that I can remember them better and then continue on. I was in the middle of Finding Baba Yaga by Jane Yolen and The Victorian Chaiselong by Margarita Lasky before I left. I was supposed to be reading those for the year-a-thon, as you know, but I didn't get to finish them. I really liked both of them, but I couldn't bring myself to bring them along because I knew I could, at least Finding Baba Yaga, I could finish it on the way here to Turku, and it had a really good cover, so I didn't want to ruin it. So I only brought Waking the Moon, and like I showed you yesterday, my Kindle. So I'm reading those instead, but I'm feeling a bit frustrated that I had to leave those 2 reads that I was in the middle of at home, and I will get back to them like on Thursday or Friday. But anyway, that was my update for today. Again, I'm gonna go to the town, city center. Gonna try to find something to eat maybe. I'm feeling still a bit shaky, so I don't know if I want to eat something fancy or just something very simple. My plans were to eat something fancy, like make it a real vacation, but I'm not sure if it's worth it if I'm feeling a bit shaky still. So again, my quest is to try to find something to eat until my bus leaves 4 hours from now. Here's the program booklet, Taru Sormusten herrasta, that's Lord of the Rings in Finnish. And here's a dark rider. They were actually pretty cool, they were guys on stilts. Here are the hobbits. Some boring people at the top. Let's look at the picture below. That's Tom Bombadil and Old Man Willow. Galadriel's mirror. And here's the Fellowship. That's Aragorn on the left and Boromir next to him. Gollum. Some orcs. The stunt people were pretty cool. And that's Treebeard. Some more Ents. A hobbit hole. Legolas and Tom Bombadil are the same person. LOL.